to Politricks Watch. This is Sir P. Now, by now, everybody would have seen the whole Will Smith and Chris Rock thing. I know, say, once me talk about it, it must be in the Jamaican context, because we don't really respond to what go on a foreign. But I've been listening carefully. I've heard various opinions, and I know the culture say. Based on what I'm seeing, a lot of the women are very happy with what them see. Now for the woman, they must say, yeah, I saw it must go. Man make fun of me, man supposed to defend it. So that means enough Jamaican men are hearing what the woman they must say. And because man always want to get more niggle eye, and men are always keen to do what them think will get them more niggle eye, this is why I'm making this video. Because no found are getting up dead. Let me say it again. If you watch the Chris Rock and Will Smith incident, hear things about the woman must say, get gassed up like a name Texico. I can assure you, no found are dead. You see, we check the stats, we look on the data. The majority of the people who are murdered in Jamaica are men. We're talking about over 90%. We know the culture. Here are 5 things one can take from this. Only need to know these 5 things. Right? Number 1, Jamaican men, yard and abroad. First thing you need to know, you are not Will Smith. Will Smith, no matter how much you think you know him, how much show you watch, right, is nothing like you. By that I mean, say, Will Smith is a very successful, rich Hollywood celebrity, right? Even though them love talk about where them a go through and them a go through, these are very privileged people. This man get up on a stage, box the next man in face and sing in sleep and not come out of it. You, Mr. Jamaican immigrant, would have fine, but try that now. But try that and see it work out for you. Police will kick out your teeth them before you reach back in your seat. If you go up there, go box another celebrity. So you are not Will Smith. This man has millions of fans, people who are already emotionally attached to him, right? And that alone are going to make enough people start to see, let's just say things from him side. So you can go on like say, oh, I saw people respond to Will Smith, then I saw them going to respond to me. False. You're going to be called out for being a violent, backward, immigrant, dunce. Those are the terms people are going to use. It's not going to be as romantic as I hear people talking about Will Smith. Second thing we need to know, the man you box is unlikely to react like Chris Rock. Let me repeat it. The man you're boxing in face is unlikely to react like Chris Rock. So notice me not focus too much on the opinion of whether I'm shoulda or whether I'm shoulda. Me focus on Uno and what Uno might go try do. Right? That me I talk about because I don't really want to go into the grave too soon. Right? The man you box, right? If you think the average man, right, I go take what happened to Chris Rock and smile it off, think again. In the street, on the roadside, and that's how it work. You're talking about Hollywood, Hollyweird. Right? You're talking about in the Oscars where them know say things can only get so wild. In the street, you box a man in the middle of a tree, the middle of Crossroad, middle of downtown, middle of Maypen, middle of Mobile, right? Middle of Ochi, and him turn around and him look, and him to 300 people that look for him, and some of them must smile. His ego alone, I go make him try and defend it. Chris Rock have an extraordinary amount of self-restraint. I promise you, the average man is not going to react like Chris Rock. The third thing you need to know, before you go there, boxing down man, because you said the woman must have that them love. I saw it for go. Third thing you need to know, men of Jamaica. The women who are saying them support Will because he make fun of Jada and it was too far, and alopecia is no joke, and words, right? Yes, him say something, so that happened to him. These women would not be saying that if he had slapped a woman in her face. Let me repeat that. The very same women who are saying, yeah, that happened to Chris Rock, because he make fun of, you change or you keep everything the same except substitute in a female comedian. Right? Take for example Monique. Right? If Monique, right, or Tiffany Haddish or one of them people, right? Even somebody from Jamaica, right? Let's say Miss Kitty, right? They dip on a stage and say the very same words, and Will Smith walk up and box out her teeth with her mouth, they wouldn't be saying, yeah, I saw it go, cause words, they'd be saying, there is no excuse for violence, and what he did to that woman is unacceptable. Cancel Will Smith. The reason why this is funny is because it happened to a man, and in particular, a black man. Only a man can get abused, get boxed in the face in front of tens of millions of people, and the world find it funny. Nobody finds it funny when the violence, right, is issued out to women. So the same woman they might tell you say, yeah, I saw it for go, would be singing a complete different story if they go box for a woman. Fourth, this one is the serious one. This one is following on from the second point. In a culture like Jamaica, boxing a man, especially publicly, is very likely to lead to one of them going in the grave. In Jamaican culture, where any form of backing down is interpreted, right, as you being, clown, you're a fool, you're an idiot, and it can make your life a living hell, because in the community, now everybody go and test you, and no other woman no want to near because then you say get boxed down. That pressure make enough man, right, take up things on him head. That pressure make enough man go for their loss. That pressure make enough man go for their ratchet. So in Jamaican culture, knowing our issue with crime and violence already, right, an escalation. If you think say I go box another man, right, and it just done this so, you notice as soon as Will Smith box Chris Rock, him turn him back and walk off, you turn in your back and walk off after you box the man in the middle of half a tree, right, you might find a blade go through your back. That's the culture we live in. I want you to understand that when two men go at it, right, and them use full force, somebody often end up dead. Two men fighting and like two schoolgirls fighting, we hear a pull on them someday. Two full-grown men, right, using their full force is often deadly. So know what you do. Right? I know you hear woman I say, yeah man, I saw it we go and listen and say, oh, so me go win some man points. If somebody say something about my woman and make a joke about my woman here and me go box him, oh, alright, wait till me or next boy say something, no, watch this. Yeah, watch this. Watch how you are going a dove cut. Fifth point and final. And every Jamaican man need to understand this. After you die, I promise you, she will move on. Let me repeat that. After you go box the man, right, because into something about her hair or her dress or her shoes, right, if that man kill you, I promise you, she will move on. Oh, don't get me wrong. You go get the usual IG post and a long caption saying how much you are the greatest man in the world. But I promise you that legal eye will start to get better again. And when that legal eye get better again, right, somebody will be servicing it, engine take out, transmission, everything, whole heap of oil and all kind of things, brake shoe. She will be getting serviced again. Right. So you can do what you want to do, Just keep this in the back of your mind. So those tears at the funeral would not last long. And 5 years after he did, and him say, oh, what did he kill Simon? He said, well, somebody crack and joke about in woman's shoes and You go box the man and boy, the man stab him up and kill him, you know. Yeah. And you know what they're going to say? The same people might say, right? Yeah, I saw it we go. The same people are going to say, boy, look how man dash in life. Now, before the video end, I want to be clear. I want to know my stance already. If I talk about any kind of physical attack, yes, men should absolutely protect them family. Men should absolutely protect them wife and their woman or whoever. Absolutely, 100%. Right? Even if it means that something might happen to you. But when you start say, right, you go box man over things the man say, understand say you're going down a dangerous slope. Because if we're going to work with that, then every man will get boxed at some point. Because everybody says something about somebody where somebody not like. Right? And when since Jamaican culture gets so sensitive, right, many people say she has alopecia. Right? So Chris Rock deserve what him get because you should never ever speak. Jamaican culture, the last time I checked, Jamaican culture. Right? Say if somebody lick you down, go and care and chop off on your foot them. As soon as they come out of the hospital, your new name is Wani. And if you have a stuttering problem, people are gonna make fun of you and call you stammer. Right? And if you're fat, then call you bigs. And if you're mager, then call you tread. Right? Jamaican people make fun of everything. Jamaican people make fun of your disabilities. You could actually have life-threatening injuries and Jamaicans will make fun of it. So now we're saying that, a man says something. But for example, right? So let's say your woman have some thing about her or people find funny or somebody make fun of it. We're now saying that man must go box man. We're going down an interesting slope. Everybody is entitled to their opinion. But remember, the same way how you say, right, Chris Rock words, right, led to the reaction, right, from Will Smith, so it's justified. It's the same way you must understand that Will Smith's action, right, can also lead to a reaction and that can get extra ugly. So, think long and hard before you go box man over words. You can do what you want to, but just remember these 5 key points, especially number 4. Agent Squad, big up on yourself. Yeah, you don't know, more life. Ultra Squad, stay circling. Bless.